So let's talk about the karma of Saturn in your fifth house. If you have Saturn in your fifth house, when people mess with you, you don't always see it right away. It's not quick karma, depending on who your fifth house ruler is based on your chart. For instance, if you have Capricorn sitting in your fifth house and you have Saturn sitting there as well, then the karma's going to be slower. But Saturn rules romance, creativity, children, your inner child, um, and things and fun, things like that. So when somebody does something wrong to somebody who has Saturn in their fifth house, it will affect those things for that person karmically. And you don't realize it, and it's frustrating for people with Saturn in their fifth house, depending on who the fifth house ruler is, especially if the fifth house ruler is a slower sign. I know a young lady who has Capricorn sitting in her fifth house. She also has Saturn sitting in her fifth house. She also has a stellium in her fifth house. So she has a Capricorn stellium. This young lady used to be in the Seventh-day Adventist church. And I'm going to tell her story, and I'm not going to, and we'll talk about it. So she was bullied in that church. She was bullied by, a lady, we'll call the lady Rhonda. Rhonda was married to a guy named, we'll call him Roger. They had 3 kids. Rhonda and Roger ended up getting divorced after Rhonda bullied this girl. Not to mention, Rhonda had already had fifth house karma. And I don't know what Roger's placements were, but Rhonda had, Roger was married prior to Rhonda. Roger and Rhonda had an argument while they were together. Roger's first wife had passed away in a tragic accident. And so Rhonda told Roger and his young son at the time, that was not Rhonda's child, to leave the house. She was like, take your son. You can't stay here tonight. Take your son with you. Roger took his son with him. And when Roger took his son with him, they got into a car accident, and that son passed away in the car accident. So not only did Roger lose the love of his life, which was his first wife, and that unborn child, but Roger ended up losing his second son because of his second wife, Rhonda. Now, Rhonda and Roger, because of Rhonda bullying this girl, Rhonda's karma was her and Roger ended up separating and getting divorced.